Someone mentioned in there like that we don't know the origins of Rita. That she's a bitch who popped up out of a trash can. Hi, I'm coming to control Earth and with people. Like that's just she came from a mystical trash can and broke out. Like that's all we need to know.
Yeah, because
like done. Like I agree, she shouldn't be a ranger of any kind. Like she could have just used the green coin. What's up, dweebs? So LA and I are sitting down and we thought we would go through some of the comments of my Green Ranger theory video. So if you haven't seen it yet, please go watch it, read through some of the comments, come back to this video, and I wanted to answer some of the fans' theories, some of the problems with my video. We had like what, 100 comments, 90 comments on it?
93. It was you guys were very vocal. We appreciate you guys.
And thank you so much. I know that you guys, some of it didn't like it, some of it did like it, but I would love to respond and answer. And we want to make videos for you guys too. If there's videos that you guys want to see, please let us know. We definitely want to be a channel that makes videos for the viewers. So what do we have?
First up, we have David Savage. David Savage was very, very vocal, so appreciate you, David, if you're watching this one. Basically, paraphrasing, he says that he thinks Rita will steal the green power coin and somehow unleash the power of the dragon. But because it's forced, it has a twisted effect on her, so that is the only connection that he sees, that she will be forced. She forces the power coin to power up, but then she goes kind of psycho crazy with it.
I can see that. The pictures they show of Rita Repulsa before she's like, greenified, is that she just looks like a normal person, very docile face. So maybe the coin is what corrupts her, which should create an evil ranger. Maybe there's something wrong with the coin. I don't know, but I'm gonna do, in my second Green Ranger video I'm gonna shoot today, definitely the coin is in Rita's scepter and it has a lot to do with it. So you know what, David, that seems like a very good theory. I would love to see how it plays out.
Hector Dubon, that sounds cool. Thinks that Green Ranger will just be possibly maybe a cameo, not part of the actual story itself or in the plot itself, and maybe he'll just show up in the sequel instead.
I agree. I completely think that. I think they'll literally show Tommy at the end, or maybe throughout the film, or maybe they won't show him at all. But I agree. He'll have very little to no part, and yep, they're saving him for the sequel. Remember, guys, they think they're making 7 movies out of this thing. Yeah,
it'd be kind of ridiculous to throw a Green Ranger in the first movie. So it makes sense. Plus, I don't want.
But do you think if they don't do it, they can even have multiple movies? That's my issue. It's like.
True. I mean, Green Ranger. I mean, let's be fair. The Power Rangers, as a whole, when it first came out, was very popular before the Green Ranger showed up. So it's not unfathomable that they would do this movie, hint at a Green Ranger, and then do kind of like follow the Marvel method. Maybe have like a after credit scene with him in it.
That's what I think.
So this guy, Alex. Oh, I'm sorry, not a guy, maybe a girl. Alexis Rodriguez.
We don't discriminate.
We don't at all. No. The theory that she has is that there'll be like some huge Megazord versus Goldar fight, which I don't think Goldar's been announced.
No, Scorpion, Scorpio, Scorpina.
Which she does mention. So basically, she is saying that Rita loses to the Rangers, and when she does, she transfers her power coin to Tommy towards the end of the film. Scorpina then teams up with Tommy in the sequel, and she gets taken out by Tommy and Rita, and that's when she thinks that Lord Zed will then be announced towards that portion of it.
Sounds really complicated.
It does.
Sounds like a bunch of different variations of the same theory. So
I like it though. I don't mind that. I would love to see Goldar like updated in this version, because Goldar was one of my favorite as a kid watching the show.
I wonder if we're gonna even get monsters. I wonder if we'll even get putties. I wonder what we're gonna get at all.
We better get putties. God damn it! If you don't put a putty in this movie, you can
borrow the ones from Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad had some great putties.
Yeah, there should be lingering around.
Great cannon fodder to bite.
There should be rolling around.
No, they do have putties. Sorry, they had like the Red Ranger was on set fighting, and there's just guys in full green suits.
Okay, great.
So
putties should be in the movie.
Guaranteed, those are probably putties.
A lot of people agree with a lot of the same theories, pretty much.
I like everyone agrees with me. That's really nice.
Here's one by Shodan Dragon. You sound dangerous. I think that the Green Ranger may be Rita, but she may have the power stolen may be by Zordon, and Rita are related, and the reboot somehow seems that she is the Power Rangers and Zordon has head of the Power Rangers. So that was, I don't think those sentences.
That's some strange fan fiction, brother. Like,
some strange
they're related, or?
Yeah,
no.
I don't know about all that, but I guess to sum it up, basically she thinks that Rita maybe had the Green Ranger power or was a Green Ranger. Then Zordon took it away from her, and now she's out for revenge of some sort of fashion.
I'm not sure if I like. So here's the thing about these suits. So what I originally wrote at one time, because I wrote some Power Ranger fan fiction of my own, and I wrote part of my own original logline and script for a Power Rangers comic. I stopped because the movie and everything else, and who the hell is going to read that? But the one thing I liked and one thing I wanted to do was that the Power Rangers' powers were organic. They're organic. They grew on them. They responded to them, and they were bonded to them specifically. So I'm not sure if I like how like the power coins shift between people a lot, or like people get other people's powers. I kind of think if the suit's organic and like grows on you, yeah, which they've said they're gonna do.
So kind of like
which they didn't steal from me, just a great idea in general.
They actually stole it from a little known movie called The Geiger. If anybody out there is a fan of like maybe late 80s, early 90s movie called The Geiger, this alien technology latches on this kid's head and then it like symbiotically shows up on his body. It like grows on his body. It's an awesome movie if you get a chance to watch it. But that's where they got the idea from as far as
I would really like the idea of that like being bonded to them. I feel like if you're like an alien parasite and you're growing on somebody, like the symbiote, like you're pretty attached to them. Like Venom is attached to Eddie Brock. Like that's just kind of how it works. So I'm not sure how I like that. Like powers being swapped around like, you know, college girls.
Next we have, I'm sorry guys if I butchered your name, I apologize. Carlos Aarons, I'm assuming. He is on the other side. He's saying if Rita is the Green Ranger, that would ruin the movie for him. He doesn't want to go see or waste his money just to see a villain switch to be one of the good guys, which I agree with you. I'm not a fan of that plot device and storytelling where the
Wait, is everyone saying that she was like good Green Ranger and then went bad? Is that what
I think some people are theorizing
that's stupid.
Yeah, they're theorizing that whether she was an agent of Zordon at some point in time or was a Green Ranger or
like
got Green Ranger powers and got taken away from her.
So no, someone mentioned in there like that we don't know the origins of Rita. That she's a bitch who popped up out of a trash can. Hi, I'm coming to control Earth and with people. Like that's just she came from a mystical trash can and broke out. Like that's all we need to know.
Yeah, because
like done. Like I agree, she shouldn't be a ranger of any kind. Like she could have just used the green coin. Like just because you have like I think with these coins and like with these powers. You're not a Power Ranger if you use the power of the coin. Like, if I shoot a gun, I'm not an officer of the law. I'm just an idiot with a gun. Like, same analogy. And what makes these guys Rangers is maybe something else Bryan Cranston gives them, like blue meth. I don't know.
So, speaking on that, this young lady here, HCG Ohana, her theory is right. A little bit of what you were talking about, a little bit what the other person talked about, is that she thinks Rita Repulsa is or at one point was a Power Ranger gone bad, and she was on the team at some point in time, an older team, and she like took all her older team out, went crazy, turned on the old Power Rangers, took them all out, and Zordon had to stop her. And then the suit that she has, or the Green Ranger coin that she has some type of symbiotic relationship with her, and then seeks out a new host, and then finds.
Why would it try to find a new host?
I don't know. That's just her fan theory.
That's the flaw right there, Missy. The other thing is too, why are we assuming there's like past Ranger teams? Okay, so if there's past Ranger teams and they deal with this threat on Earth, why do they need to stay on Earth? And I swear to God, if they say their spaceship is broken, that is the stupidest thing in the world. So if this is like an intergalactic like Green Lantern Corps and they deal with this threat, then why do they need to leave? Like,
well, I mean, you got to think too. So the show is still ongoing, which is different versions of these Rangers. I don't know how many different versions of Rangers there's been now.
Super Sentai, there's over like 25, 30 years. We'll have to ask Jason. And then this has been going on since 93 in here in America.
It can't be unbelievable that there were more Rangers, or assume that there are other Rangers out there.
That's the thing with all the different colored Rangers, those power sources came from somewhere else. Like one season of Rangers, they created Power Rangers stuff in a lab. Another season of Rangers were animal lion powers inside of a rock from ancient Mesozoic era. Another Rangers were from the future that they also created that in a lab, and they were like modern cops. So I don't know. Just can we just see the trailer.
So Eric Battles is on the opposite side of all this. Rita with Zordon thinks Rita was basically never a student of Zordon. Instead was a student of Zed or Lord Zed, Master Vile, and they both turned on Zordon of some kind. Like Zed, I guess, had some type of connection with Zordon.
I hope they don't do what they do in Batman and some other series sometimes, where it's like, good, we got the crook. Wait, there's a bigger crook out there. Wait, we got that crook. Wait, that crook has another boss who runs this sector of the galaxy who's actually the main boss. Like, I hope they don't do, like, the staggering ladder thing. And Zed
I think they will, though. I think they will. I think you'll have Rita in this movie. You'll probably have Zed in another movie. I don't know what they'll do after Zed, though. Can you make Zed last 6 movies? Can you do that as a thing? Because
no,
you'll have Scorpina, but she'll probably be dispatched.
Well, then you're out of the Mighty Morphin collection altogether. Then you go into Zeo, and then you go into other ones. So, to be honest, if they're really looking to do 7 movies, they're switching up their powers and giving them new suits. Maybe number 3.
I mean, they did it in the other movie where they went from their normal suits to the ninja, which I love that ninja version of their suits.
Yeah, they won't do that here.
Big fan of that. And then they went to the Turbo, which wasn't a fan of Turbo.
Well, there's Zeo in between them, but you're talking about the movie specifically. Yeah, you and me, buddy, were like the only ones who would go see those. But guys, I know I'm talking like critiquing the film a lot, what I hope to see and not to see. So you guys, I do want to talk positively about the film and what my personal theories and thoughts are. So please check out my Green Ranger videos, number 1 and 2. And my video about the top things I want to see in the Power Rangers film. I am a huge fan of Power Rangers, and if you're also a huge fan of Power Rangers, I want to talk to you about it. It's as simple as that. Bye. Guys, thank you so much for your comments below. Make sure you guys comment again on this video of what you guys thought about the comments that we've talked about before, like Inception.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like Inception. Just more comments. I'll read them all. I'll read them all.
We do read them. We're very sensitive.
Yeah, if there's a specific video that you guys want to see, very self-conscious. Please let us know. See you guys later. Bye.
Sounds like Terror Squad.